Alright, I'm doing another driving one. Whoa. Swerving. Somebody's going to complain. Call the police. There's so many things I want to talk about right now. Let's see where this takes me. So the video I posted earlier, do you like my haircut? Decided to do some editing tricks, couple cute edits or whatever. I try to keep things light, right? I try to be upbeat. I try to be humorous. And when I look at what's going on in the world, so in Armenia, 3,000+ Armenian young men lay down their lives in a brave effort to defend their homes. Period. This was not Armenians attacking and trying to overtake Azerbaijan, as Azerbaijan, Aliyev, the propagandists have said. The Armenians are attacking Azerbaijan. Well, that's nonsense. And so that war was horrific and not over. And I really think I think the Russians came in because, well, it's winter now. They're not going to fight anyway. Let's stop them. Let's take some credit. Let's pretend we've solved this problem and get some accolades on the world stage. And then when the snow thaws and the Azeris set their sights on eradicating Armenians from Artsakh, right? I mean, that's the near future. Maybe it won't happen when the snow thaws, but it's going to happen. Something is going to happen. It's not over. And that's been my focus for the last couple months on this channel. And I've been hopeful. France had all their governors saying the right thing. Let's recognize Artsakh. And Bolivia, Montevideo, capital city of, I think it was Bolivia, said we need to recognize Artsakh. It's like Pompeo said, like, we're supporting. The right thing that needs to happen is recognition for Artsakh. Well, there's a whole lot of other stuff going on in America right now. Who will save America from genocide? Can Armenia, call me crazy, that was the thought. Can Armenia save America from genocide? What do I mean by that? It's a thought that occurred to me. Let me parse it out. Part of genocide is isolating a worldview. In fact, I would argue that genocide isn't even ethnic cleansing. Ethnic cleansing is involved in genocide. But what we have seen as genocide, like if you call the Jewish Holocaust a genocide, there were like, I think 12 million people massacred in World War II in concentration camps. Only half of them were Jews, right? So it's, yes, ethnic cleansing, but it's something else. Armenians were targeted and massacred, but so were Greeks and Assyrians, right? So, and those are ethnicities, so you say that's ethnic cleansing, except innumerable cases where they were told all they needed to do was convert to Islam, right? So that's not ethnic cleansing. If you're still ethnically Armenian but convert to Islam, that's not ethnic cleansing. It's worldview cleansing, right? Those are the hallmarks of genocide. Opposing a worldview, a particular, isolating a worldview, saying they're the enemy, they're the reason everything's gone to hell, let's kill them. Well, we're watching something unprecedented like that happening right now in America. I mean, it's global, right? I mean, it's like this social media app that's been blacklisted. There are banks, PayPal, airlines, like turning against a worldview. Anyone who admits to being a supporter of the current president of the United States. It's like, whoa! They're not just targeting and convicting, like arresting and convicting the criminals who broke things that were responsible for death, like 4 deaths, 5 deaths. Like, the violence is wrong and criminal, and our justice system is supposed to deal with that. But this is different. This is collusion between the biggest, most powerful companies in the world, colluding with the opposition party, like the enemies or the opposition to the current president. It is, and it's like, I'm a little nervous because, you know, I can get swept up in that. I'm just trying to speak my mind and be objective as possible. And you know, I've never condoned violence. I've never called for violence. And to have your worldview equated with violence, that's what's happening. And I apologize to all you who are not religious. There's some of you that are not religious, but this is like demonic, right? It's a demonic attack, right? It's not rational. It's people that think they're doing right. They're not doing this because they know they're doing wrong, right? They're not doing this because, oh, we have the power, let's do this bad thing. No, they actually think they're doing something right. They think they're in the right. They think they're moral in what they're doing. And what they're doing is undermining the one thing that keeps nations free. Freedom of speech. Now, obviously, anyone who praises Adolf Hitler is a effing moron, right? Is seriously deranged and demented. But you should not stop them from saying it. Because if you stop them from saying it, they'll still believe it, and you won't be able to identify them. If you shut down their voices, that evil, deranged mindset will manifest in other ways. And because you shut down their voice, you made it impossible for the rest of us to figure out who the bad people are. That's the point of free speech. People should be able to say the most evil and moronic things, short of inciting violence. That's the point. But when they equate words with violence, I'm gonna keep saying this stuff. Share, please share. The numbers keep going up. They need to keep going up. We're too small for YouTube. Are we? Are we too small for YouTube to zero in on us on this channel? I don't know. I don't. I'm just grateful. I'll end with this. Maybe I'll do a whole segment on this. I am grateful that I have a project that the majority of people can unite behind. Even Oscar said something on a video recently, or in the comments recently. He held short. He held short of acknowledging that Turks recognize the genocide. He didn't say those words, but he said it in other words. He's like, well, the Russian, French, those ideas that they're purporting, or in Turkey, should at least, it was like he was dancing around the truth when he was talking about genocide never being recognized, right? And I don't think it should be an agenda for a political. Like, I don't think recognizing the genocide should be a criterion for doing certain types of commerce or international relationships. I think the push for recognizing genocide should just happen in the academic institutions, in the mosques, in the churches, because that's where it is happening, and that's the only way it will become recognized, because the people themselves will recognize, oh, this is a horrific thing that we did, that my ancestors did. I mean, there's plenty of people in Turkey that understand what happened. I mean, I said I was going to end with this, that was it Jacob Pursley or somebody I was watching or talking to went to visit some Armenians. They went into Turkey to visit where their ancestors were from, and the locals there said the landlords are back. Like, the locals are like, oh, the landlords are back. The people in that community, they're like, well, yeah, this was an Armenian city. This was Armenian property. This was an Armenian church. And when they went to visit, they're like, yep, the landlords are back. They know what they did. They know what happened there. And that's how genocide will be recognized. I'm not pushing some political agenda to get the government to never associate with anybody who doesn't recognize genocide. It will just happen organically. That's how it has to happen. And it starts with people like Olskor acknowledging it, right? Like my friend, the repentant Turk, like one of the guys who watches this, is, I email him. We've been emailing back and forth. He doesn't comment much. He made a few comments. He sent me emails. We email back and forth. He's a Turk. He's young. He's like 28 years old. It's guys like that who will change the world, right? I'm just here doing my part, doing what I can. But it's when we unite, and I have this thing that everybody can unite around. Whatever political party, whether you're a Trump supporter or a Biden supporter, I have Trump supporters and Biden supporters that are working on this project, right? Side by side. Craziest thing, right? Like, they believe in this project because, this is a long video, but because human life has intrinsic value. Intrinsic value. You've got to meditate on that. If you disagree, comment and tell me why. All right, that's enough. I should get my eyes back on the road, turn this light off.